Before we start our show today, we wanted to give some great shout outs to some of our great listeners, Mindy Hillis, Kevin, and Mindy has been a fan of ours and they never miss a show. So we just so appreciate it. Funny Keith Lyle. Keith's just such a great, amazing Mike Detillier, Amy Trask, William, Brad, Laverne. We got so many people that we could thank. Mark.
And Sue from Instagram, she's an author. She knows who she is. She is wonderful. She's on the East Coast, Italian on the East Coast, just like me. We love Sue. She's wonderful. There's so many great people. Stuart, we miss our Stuart from Twitter.
Yeah.
He's on Blue Sky now. We have so many people who have just been wonderful to us. J.L. Rothstein.
J.L. Rothstein. How can we fit Jen?
The amazing J.L. Rothstein working on her 4th book.
And our new friends, Freddie, Benji, the golf prodigy of 4 years old. Wow. We got Tina and Freddie. So all you great people. And before we get into our latest show, we wanted to just give everyone a real thank you. And we're just getting started. So let's get into the show.
This is Florence Carmela and James Patrick of the Forum Celebrity Podcast. And today we are doing a little bit of a true crime roundup. We are going to be talking the Menendez brothers, the Idaho 4 and Brian Kohberger, and a little bit of Diddy as well.
Well, let's get right into it. And you guys, I've been up. I got about 2 hours sleep last night, so forgive me if I'm a little bit rummy, but we had a lot of stuff going on, so we needed some things done. So just for you. But anyway, first of all, every Tuesday, we're going to call it True Crime Tuesday, and we're going to be doing regular Tuesdays for true crime. We're going to release it. And a lot of you have said that you enjoyed them and the views were good and everything seemed copacetic. So we're going to do it every Tuesday. And then when we have celebrity interviews, we have a lot of big celebrities coming up and we have some press junkets for movies, for books, for different things that we've been asked to be a part of, and some other things to share some products. And again, we're always open to things like that, and we're lucky that people like us. So everything's going okay. But let's get right into it. First of all, when I first started talking about the Idaho 4, I was roasted on Reddit and on Twitter for saying that I felt that this might just be apathy. Well, the text messages came out and I was told, oh my God, they're anxious. They're scared. They froze. They just are staying quiet. No, they were texting during this whole time. They knew exactly what was going on. Imagine your friends being murdered and you're hearing it by knife. And I've been in the medical field a long time and I see a lot of knife wounds and in the ER and ICU. And I'm telling you, that place was soaked with fluids. And what they said in the text was, you know, you've all heard the text and you could go on online and see them, but it was amazing how they just, I'm scared, I'm freaking out, I'm this, I'm that. I don't know. If you're a woman, I could see you saying, okay, I'm small. I'm not going to be able to beat up a big guy. If it's a big guy,
and you don't know how many people.
Yeah, you don't know how many people. So I'm going to call 911. Well, they didn't. They just sat and did nothing. If I'm a man, I have to be honest with you. I've been in situations where people were getting assaulted and stuff. You run to it. You go to help. You don't want anyone to hurt. Now, what's the weirdest part is that they said the next day they were saying that one of our roommates has passed out. They took drugs or whatever, alcohol drinking. There was so much fluids in that BLOOD. I don't want to get in trouble, but there was so much fluids there that it was seeping through the floors, the walls.
Outside.
Yeah, and they can't figure this out. And why did they spend till the next day or that later that day to even say it? I said it then. I still say it now. There's a huge apathy among people to not get involved. It's not my problem. It's not my thing. And it sounds cold-hearted, but you see it all the time. Go on the news right now and see some of the things that are happening. No one wants to watch the news for a reason because it's disturbing, but especially between young people are not rare. It's happening all the time. people in suitcase. We just found 2 in suitcase. Another one, 16-year-old killed at a dating site. I mean, and they're, I mean, dismembering people. They're just doing some of the most vile things. And it's just sick.
It's crazy.
These 2 people need to be called on the carpet. They're not, I'm sorry, all the things that they saw, and they can't dial 911.
That's the biggest travesty, is that they could text to one another how scared they are and who do you think it was and who was wearing black and this and that, but nobody can call 911. And now they're saying Brian Kohberger, his lawyers are going to be using this in his defense, that there's question now because apparently one of the girls had 3 different types of DNA under her fingernails. And again, Brian Kohberger's lawyers are going to be using all of this.
Now, this was a party house, let's be real, and young people especially. Back in my day, we just got drunk. We didn't go crazy. I mean, they party just hard. Crazy stuff and sexually, whatever. And I mean, so God knows, I'm not saying anything against these girls, this girl, or guy. I'm just telling you, this is just something is not right with these people that didn't call 911. Yeah. Second thing, everybody's really upset. There's 3 types of DNA, blah, blah, blah. The lawyer literally said, I want all the evidence done. I want it out of the case. Of course, he's going to say that. That's what they do with all murder. Much of it's going to be admissible. They're not going to throw away DNA evidence. Now, he does have good lawyers. They are aggressive. Do I think he did it? And again, this is for entertainment purposes. We're not here accusing anyone of anything. We're just talking. This is for having fun. This is just our opinions. But it's hard to think I mean, come on. I think he's guilty as sin. There are other people. I don't think so.
He did try to put that out there by saying, did you arrest anyone else when they came to get him? And again, that could just be him trying to say, hey, it wasn't only me. Or could there have really been someone else? I mean, this was done in a very quick, a short amount of time for individuals.
Yeah. And didn't he say that he had now autistic?
Yeah,
and
yeah.
He's
on the spectrum.
Everybody's autistic, but he's autistic and all this stuff. And I mean, it is just, if this guy walks, it would be criminal. I mean, we're still trying to get over Casey Anthony, who now wants to be a child advocate. Oh,
on
boy.
TikTok.
Don't even start. TikTok, TikToxic. I mean, it's just unbelievable.
Cesspool.
The other thing that we wanted to talk about was Odell Beckham Jr., who was the wide receiver in the NFL, who was seen in that video, that weird video with Justin Bieber, who dropped a quarter and was picking it up right in front of Odell. Let's just put it that way. He has been added to the Diddy case, and a guy named Drewski, who I have no idea who he is. I know there's a million rappers these days, but supposedly he's been also put into it. But here's the name that's the most interesting. Jaguar Wright was added to this. Yes. She said that Jaguar Wright drove her there and literally coerced and asked Diddy, like he needed asking, but to get him to the woman that is doing the lawsuits. Now, some people are going, oh, Jaguar Wright, what a hypocrite, blah, blah, blah. But what's the first thing you do? Jaguar Wright has not stopped shutting up. She will keep talking. Most of the things she says, she is very dramatic. I mean, let's be real. She's very into drama, but that's part of her appeal. So to a lot of people, but she's been honest in a lot of the things she said, and they added her, and I haven't heard anything from her.
Lawsuit.
Yeah, I looked into it, but the young woman said Jaguar Wright was involved and got Diddy to do some things that were not cool. So again, against her will. So, but what's the first thing, and Florence and I were talking about it, that you would do if Jaguar Wright had all this evidence and all these things going on? I would ruin her reputation.
Yeah, smear campaign.
Yep, ruin her reputation. Because once you do, especially with social media, it doesn't matter if it's true. It matters if you believe it. And that's the problem with social media.
How much doubt can you put out there to the public?
What did the famous movie with Denzel Washington? It's not what you did, it's what you could prove. And people believe anything. I mean, look at all the crazy things that have happened. The poor situation with Gene Hackman. Now it's a Russian hit, and it's all the. I heard some of the most crazy aliens. I heard some of the most craziest conspiracies, and I mean, God, TikTok should have their own TV show. It's amazing.
Their own reality TV.
Oh my gosh. And what was the other one that we talking about, Florence?
The Menendez brothers. It looks like the Menendez brothers are not going to be getting out after all. And I know a lot of people on social media, I mean, that's the talk on social media. They're very upset because even though they are guilty of what they did, to put it out there and to tell them, hey, it looks like you're going to be going home by Christmas. And now it looks like there's no way that that's going to happen. Crazy.
Now, what happened is, remember, I'm bad on names and I'm really tired, but Gascon, which was the DA before, many people felt he did this as a coup to get reelected, and it made huge news. Rosie O'Donnell is now their long lost sister, and all this other stuff. And most people said they'd be home by Christmas.
Yeah.
And then I believe it was Hotchman that was the guy that won. Nathan Hotchman, he won the DA election, I think by a big margin. And he said he's not going to put in the papers to release them. So as of right now, they are going to stay in jail. Do I think they should ever see the light of day? No. I know a lot of more females may think differently, and some guys, but I don't think they should see the light of day. When you're reloading, and I just crazy. I mean, I do
agree with you on that. They are definitely, not to interrupt you, they are definitely guilty, but I also think it was unfair that what happened to them as children wasn't part of that court case, and that they maybe should have gotten a lighter sentence. I think they've been there for 30 years now. Again, they're guilty, but I think that the whole story should have been told. Their father allegedly was a monster.
Yeah. So. But again, it's what you could prove.
Exactly.
I believe they shouldn't see the light of day, but what these guys did, especially Gascon, you want to talk about cruel and using people. You want to talk about how dirty politics
just to get elected
are, just to keep his job. He used the Menendez brothers, and now he don't even care.
Allegedly.
Whatever. Allegedly, but
you have to say that.
He doesn't even care. So Hotchman said, no, come on. This is getting silly. So I think what happens with a lot of this true crime is some of these people think this is funny, this is fun, this is entertainment. We really are passionate about people getting justice. We are sympathetic to people that are hurt. I mean, the 4 kids in Idaho, that was ridiculous. That was just sad. Whoever did that is evil. I mean, and this is the problem. We always want to, they're mentally ill, they have autism or whatever. If you do stuff like that, there's more to it than that.
And this was a man who studied this. Like, this was his passion. Like, if anybody was going to, I don't know about the perfect crime, but if anybody was going to commit the perfect crime, they're saying he had the background to do it. Doesn't mean he did it, but he had the background.
Yeah, so you guys, we just thought we'd throw these things out there and announce that every Tuesday we're going to be doing something different. We're going to be talking about what the latest true crime news is out there, because, boy, unfortunately, there's going to be a lot of stuff to talk about. And when this case comes up, it's going to be front page news.
Yes,
it's going to be crazy. So please put what you think below. Give some of your comments. Please be respectful of each other. If you don't agree, we're very family. We're cool. We don't like drama. Jaguar Wright has a great page. She's much bigger than we are. Maybe that's for you. But we're a no drama zone and sucker free zone. So you guys, If you have a comment, if you have a point of view, if you have something that we missed or something that you'd like us to look into, please let us know below. We do read the comments, and we do even read the hateful comments.
Get many, thankfully, but we do read them.
We are so lucky that everybody seems to think we're okay people. So we get some really a good one. Now we do have some stalkers and haters that have been doing it for 3 years, and that's for another episode. But thank you guys. I hope you have a great week and everything goes well for you, and stay safe out there.
Thank you.